Truth is, I feel like I'm a feminist, but I don't want to work. I really appreciate all the hard work everyone's done to get me the opportunities that are available to me today, but I don't want them. Thank you. The truth is, I have to work. I didn't come from money. My family didn't have money. We didn't have trust funds. We barely had trust in my family. One time I asked my grandmother, I said, hey, what's nepotism? And she said, I think it's like gout. We don't even know what it means. I know. I actually asked my relatives, I said, did our ancestors have a plan? Did they have a vision? Did they want to be fashionistas, pizza people? Where did we fail? And everyone said the same thing. I think we just came here because everyone was doing it. Great. Third generation follower. Fantastic. Just what I want to hear. I don't know, my family's pretty cheap. I never realized how cheap my family was till my grandmother passed away. And everyone went together to the funeral home because we didn't know what was going to happen. And they start going through the charges. $750 to break ground. And my mother's like, Uncle Jimmy's got a snow shovel. I think he can. They're like, no, you got to use our guys. And then they get to the coffins, $2,500 baseline. Everyone in unison said, she really likes sleeping bags. She was always in a sleeping bag. It'd be a shame if we didn't bury her in the Winnie the Pooh sack that she liked to take a nap in. No, that's terrible. My grandmother was actually like probably my favorite family member. She was like a dirty old lady. You know that old wives' tale, if a man has big hands, it means he has a big dick. No, just my family. Okay. Anyway, she would correlate like any obvious physical characteristic of a man and mean that into meaning he had a big dick. So she'd be like, you see that guy over there in the wheelchair? You know what that means, don't you? Me and my sister would be like, Grandma, that guy's got no legs. She's like, exactly. He probably cut off his own legs to highlight that big dick of his. That's what happens to guys with big dicks. They go crazy. They lose their minds. I don't know, they were talking about apps. I was very hesitant to go out on the dating apps. In my 20s, I felt like I could go out and get drunk and hook up. I was like the front runner of that movement. So I was very hesitant about the apps. And honestly, I was on those apps, and I was being very honest. I would say, lonely control freak, seeks man a few words for a romantic game, as Simon says, and I wasn't getting very far. But I did. I met one guy, and he's very nice, and he smokes weed, which is nice to be with a guy who has his own weed. I feel like it's the closest I've come to a dual income relationship, me and him. But I don't know. I'm not a man hater. I like men. If men were pets, I would have one. I might even have 2 or 3 of them, I feel like I'm the type of woman who would move to the country so my men could have more room to run around, I feel like I'm selfless like that. I just think guys can be stupid. I had a guy come up to me after a show and he was like, I'm really into thick chicks. I was like, too bad I'm not into honest guys. Because we would have had a really nice relationship ahead of us, you and I. I don't know. I am. I'll be honest. I'm a horny girl. But I'm not promiscuous. Like, I don't even like to have sex with the lights on. My motto is, you want me, you can grope around and find me. I'll be in the second closet to the left with every item of clothing I have on. But I get like a little cuckoo, like if I don't have sex for a while, I'll get like cuckoo horny, Like I was on the subway recently and we were packed in like sardines. A couple next to me making out. I could have touched them if I wanted to. Sun's still up. Now it's like 2-3 stops later, they're getting hot and grabbing each other's buttocks. Finally I tapped the girl on the shoulder. I was like, hey, I'll take it from here. I like where you're going with this, but I see a different ending. I will. This is the thing. I feel like if I don't have if I haven't put a ring on it, as they say, or do they say that anymore? I don't even know. I've been saying like desperate things. I told my sister if I don't have a man by next summer to marry me, I'm going to go out old school, drinking alone, low-cut shirt, push-up bra, with a big dildo up between my tits, and I'm going to walk her going, hey, this could be you.